What if the man who survived being shot 9 times turned out to be the one person bold enough to blow the roof off the most protected secret in the music industry? Because that's exactly what's happening right now, and the people closest to the story say they never saw it coming. A documentary titled Shawn Combs: The Reckoning, produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, has quietly become one of the most talked about projects in entertainment. And the very first reaction people had when they saw early footage? Pure shock. Not because of what it alleged, because of what was allegedly captured on camera by the man himself.
Surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. You know, he has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account and how he was coming off to.
Fuck with you.
You and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with him
okay,
like that.
damn, all right.
Elon Musk running Twitter.
Why?
What did Madonna do?
You can't be like a virgin at 63.
Right.
Do you ever see you and Ja like pictures together? When we say Instavid?
Nah, that won't happen.
Wow. What is this penis enlargement lawsuit?
My penis was enlarged since I was little.
Okay.
Big Boys 30 special edition, 50 Cent. 50, you know, he speaks his mind. So let's get into it right now, man. Big Boy 30 special episode, 50 Cent, always.
Think about that for a second. According to those who viewed early footage, what surprised them most wasn't the content of the allegations. It was reportedly that Combs allegedly had a deeply calculated awareness of his own public image, even as events reportedly unfolded around him. A man allegedly so brand conscious, so obsessed with how he was perceived, that the footage itself reportedly reveals that obsession in real time. And that detail alone tells you everything about what this documentary is reportedly setting out to expose.
All righty, man. It is going down. We got friend up in here, 50 Cent.
I'm here.
Pleasure to have you in here. The first thing I said to Fifth when he came in, I said, man, you back in that gym, huh?
Yeah, training, man. Try to get myself back in shape.
Yeah, man. Is music that first love? Because there's some cats be like, man, I could walk away.
I need that to feel hot.
I hear you.
Like, and I like, you can't really fake that.
No.
It got to be based on the material and you having your finger on the pulse of what's going on and being able to do it. Like the guy that goes, he's hungry. So he's writing because he's hungry because he has nothing. I remember that. I was that.
Mm-hmm.
And now while they're saying he's hungry, I'm saying, show what? I'm disciplined.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and it is a significance in staying in a culture that's out with the old and with the new. You know, like we watch now, the guys will happen before, the hit will happen before they meet the label.
Like social media and things like that, and you being up for every fight. There's nothing not that either embarrasses you or like, okay, the penis enlargement lawsuit. I would have disappeared.
No, look, man.
I don't know what this is.
You can't disappear. See, when they do
First off, what is this penis enlargement lawsuit?
Well, it's somebody from a med spa that I had got a facial at the spa. I was there with the girl.
But your skin does look good. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get it together. Yeah, so I'm getting the facial because I'm waiting on her. She doing what she doing, right? And I took the picture with her, and then she puts it up when she says something about penile enhancement.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? Like it's not, bro. That's defamation.
So you just taking a picture, but you there getting a facial, but then she almost adds it to penis enlargement.
Yes.
Wow. But you didn't get your penis enlarged from her.
My penis was enlarged since I was little.
Okay. So why is it important to go back and get like a slander or defamation of character or whatever this falls under?
It sends a message to the public not to do it. And it's cool. We can go do that until they really wish they didn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they may
So
not.
this isn't about money. It's principle too. Like, you ain't gonna do that.
The money, then the lawyers, I spend millions of dollars anyway every year.
Bro, how much have you spent on lawyers since?
Damn.
And I give it to the lawyers to defend myself at points because I get the lawsuits, whether they pro me or other things that I got to deal with.
Have you ever gotten something where you was like, man, this could end me?
Nah, not really. You know what's ill is I get into these situations and a lot of it is, I look at it like it's the cost of business because it's frivolous stuff, but you still have to pay if you want the best attorneys. You
Right.
pay big.
We are in a genre where we are here today, gone tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that 50 Cent is so damn relevant?
I love
Post the first album, and you know what I'm saying? Or
I think, look, our culture loves things that are damaged. And at that point, I was probably the most damaged thing that they've seen.
Mhm.
So when you come through and you say you're going to get rich or die trying, they love things that won't be able to sustain its position regardless. Like they get there and their own flaws of character will destroy them if you give them too much. You know what I mean? And that, it's interesting to watch. Like, it's like that you go, yo, the craziest things work. Like, gold all in my grill. Like the Trinidad James thing, and you look and you go, this is a real person. It looked like the character from Martin.
Right?
Right?
All right, here we go. Renee, mark that one down.
No, but it was real. That's the way it looked. And we appreciated it. We liked it because it was like, yo, look at this.
Why do you think we liked you? Was it
because
the shot 9 times?
And coming in with all of that baggage. With everything that everybody was still on the street.
But then when we're finished, when we're done with that, why?
Big, the guy that got shot 9 times, album says he's going to get rich or die trying, and everybody involved is still on the street.
I hear you.
Think it's possible he died trying? That's the highest stakes you can have.
Is this so-called entertainment game? Did you come in thinking about like the hustle game as well, the dope game that did like, man, this is easy for me?
You know, in the beginning, but there was always things that I couldn't understand that was happening. It was like, I couldn't manage the artists. I couldn't keep all of the artists in pocket, or it'd be 5 of us here today. But
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
you talking about like G Unit, where
they're all, and because like when you look at all of the groups that came, right? They all kind of, either the guy that's in there that is extremely talented pulls out to the front and he goes, I'm going solo. And he like leaves the other guys, like, or there's the scenarios.
What comes through every time 50 speaks publicly is the same thing. He doesn't perform relevance, he earns it. He's talked openly about how the culture gravitates toward people who feel real, damaged, unfiltered. He was, by his own account, the most damaged thing the industry had seen when he first arrived. And that rawness, that refusal to be sanitized, is exactly what makes him dangerous to people who rely on carefully constructed illusions. And right now, the illusion he's reportedly aiming at is the one that surrounded Shawn Combs for over 3 decades. But here's where it gets messy, because 50 Cent himself has been clear about one thing. He didn't go to those parties.
And the list goes on. 50 Cent has his hands in just about everything and showing no signs of slowing down. We sat down with the multi-hyphenate to discuss his upcoming return to the stage, his current projects, and what's coming in the future, including his docuseries about Diddy. James Jackson III, also known as 50 Cent. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So let's start with 50 Cent, because I read that the name originally was a metaphor for change, and also from a Brooklyn bank robber in the 1980s.
Yeah, well, street guy. Yeah.
Okay, and so what was that change metaphor that you were thinking about so early on?
I came with the concept of I just do things my way, and I know that the other artists that were there, there was so many talented artists a part of hip hop culture that I knew they could beat me at different things, but they couldn't beat me at being me. So the idea was to let my presentation be as much like my experience as possible.
Between the music, the movies, I mean, you are the ultimate multi-hyphenate liquor, sitting really on an empire. 50 Cent, not even 50 years old yet, in a few months though. Did you expect this much so soon?
Well, no, I just wanted the music to be a success initially. It's always, my goals change. I think when people are ambitious, they go into an endless tunnel, and you just got to prepare to go with them on that journey if you make a connection with them. But it's always a new goal, or always something new that pops up that it kind of consumes my interest.
The Humor and Harmony Festival is quickly approaching. G-Unit Productions just announced in Shreveport, Louisiana. Here's a guy from South Jamaica, Queens. Why do it in Shreveport?
Well, tax incentive.
Oh, okay.
This isn't merely a rap feud. That framing is too small, too comfortable, too easy. What is unfolding right now is a high-stakes collision of power, secrecy, and a demand for accountability that has been building for years. 50 Cent, the mogul who rose from the streets to the boardroom, has reportedly set his sights directly on one of music's most powerful titans, and he has made it publicly clear that this conflict runs far deeper than any surface-level beef. The question isn't whether 50 has receipts. The question is how many people named in those receipts are already quietly panicking. Now here's what 50 has actually said on the record. In a candid interview setting, he acknowledged that he was, and these are the key words, uncomfortable with the way certain invitations were extended. According to 50's own public statements, the way projects were pitched to him, the way parties were presented, the whole energy around those invitations gave him pause. He said he didn't attend those gatherings. He said that discomfort alone was enough to keep him away. And when the allegations started coming out publicly, he reportedly said he was as surprised as anyone, but that his gut had always told him something was wrong. That kind of instinct, when it's backed by the platform 50 now holds, doesn't stay quiet. It becomes a documentary. It becomes The Reckoning. The timing couldn't be more critical. Shawn Combs' arrest cast a harsh, unforgiving spotlight on allegations that had allegedly been buried, suppressed, or quietly settled for years. According to reporting, former associates, past security personnel, and people who were once part of his inner circle began stepping forward, many of whom had allegedly tried before but were reportedly ignored or silenced. And now, with 50 Cent's platform reportedly amplifying those voices, they are finally speaking out about what they claim to have witnessed and experienced firsthand. But then the story got even bigger, because it wasn't just one or two accusers anymore. An attorney based out of Houston, Texas, Tony Busby, known for major litigation including the Astroworld tragedy, held a press conference that stopped the entertainment world cold. According to reporting from NBC News and other outlets, Busby claimed that over 3,000 individuals had reportedly reached out to his law firm. His team had allegedly vetted those claims, and at the time of the press conference, they were reportedly representing over 120 accusers, with more civil suits expected to be filed in the following 30 days. And the details, according to those reports, were beyond alarming. The alleged accusations reportedly included violent sexual assault facilitated by controlled substances. The alleged victims reportedly spanned more than 25 states, and Busby reportedly stated that other high-profile individuals, people he described as household names with, quote, many dirty secrets, would eventually be named as defendants. He said, reportedly, that those names will shock you. Let that sink in. This wasn't one lawsuit. This was reportedly the beginning of a coordinated legal wave. According to Busby's reported statements, 25 of the alleged accusers were reportedly minors at the time the alleged incidents took place, with alleged incidents reportedly spanning from 1991 through more than 2 decades. The reported accusers were reportedly split evenly between male and female, with approximately 62% identifying as African American. Combs, it must be clearly stated, has pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. His legal team, in various statements, has reportedly called multiple suits shameless money grabs and has denied the allegations. Nothing has been proven in a court of law, but the sheer volume of reported claims coming from reportedly disparate sources across multiple states and multiple decades is something that legal analysts and journalists covering this story have described as extraordinarily difficult to simply dismiss. Stepping back for a moment, the pattern here allegedly began long before any arrest. According to reporting, a key turning point came when 50 Cent's ex, Cassie Ventura, filed a lawsuit against Combs containing detailed and serious allegations. Combs' reported swift settlement with Ventura raised significant suspicions among legal observers and journalists, many of whom publicly characterized it not as innocence, but as a strategic move. That settlement, according to reporting, was not an admission of guilt, but it reportedly marked the moment when the dam began to crack. What followed, according to court records, official statements, and ongoing news coverage, was a cascade. The court denied Combs' requests for bail not once, not twice, but 3 times. The judge reportedly wrote in a 5-page ruling that no condition or combination of conditions could reasonably assure the safety of the community. Prosecutors allegedly presented surveillance video from 2016 reportedly showing Combs and his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in what reporters in the courtroom described as a deeply disturbing altercation. That footage, according to reporting, became a central pillar of the prosecution's argument that Combs has a, quote, propensity for violence. His legal team had reportedly offered $50 million in bail, a Miami property as collateral, 24-hour monitored security, and communication restricted to attorneys and pre-approved family members. The judge still said no, 3 times. And that detail matters, because it speaks to how seriously this court is reportedly treating these charges. In the months that followed the initial arrest, the allegations only intensified. According to various reports, one former employee allegedly claimed that Combs placed him in deeply uncomfortable situations. A separate lawsuit reportedly targeted one of Combs's sons over alleged inappropriate conduct, with claims that those incidents were covered up through settlements, allegations that have not been proven in court. And then the surveillance footage, once it became widely circulated, reportedly sent shockwaves through the entertainment world in a way that left very little room for deflection or spin. One by one, the walls of the carefully constructed public image allegedly began to fall. Among the most closely followed cases in this entire wave was the reported account of a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who filed a lawsuit alleging that Shawn Combs and JayZ, whose legal name is Shawn Carter, raped her when she was allegedly just 13 years old. She asked NBC News, who conducted the interview, not to reveal her identity. According to her reported account, this allegedly took place surrounding the MTV Video Music Awards in the year 2000. She alleged that she was approached by Combs's limo driver and offered a ride to an after-party. But here's the part that complicated things. Her account reportedly contained inconsistencies that NBC News documented in its reporting. Specifically, she reportedly stated she spoke with musician Benji Madden at the party, but a representative for the Maddens confirmed to NBC News that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and were reportedly on tour in the Midwest at that time. Her own father, when interviewed by NBC News, reportedly said he could not verify key elements of her account. None of this necessarily means the core allegation is false. Inconsistencies in accounts of alleged trauma from 24 years ago are, as legal experts note, not uncommon. The woman reportedly agreed to submit to a polygraph. She reportedly said she stands by what happened to her, and her attorney has reportedly said the stress of coming forward has been so severe she reportedly experienced seizures and sought medical treatment. In a statement to NBC News, Shawn Carter firmly denied the allegations, reportedly saying, quote, "This incident didn't happen." His team reportedly called the suit frivolous, with his attorney indicating they would seek to have the case dismissed. Combs's representatives, according to reporting, called it a money grab. It is critical to state clearly, these are all allegations. None of these claims have been proven in a court of law. Disputed accounts, denied accusations, and legal filings are not verdicts. What they are, however, is a portrait of an industry that, according to dozens of reported voices, allegedly enabled and protected certain behaviors for a very, very long time. And that's where 50 Cent reportedly steps in with a purpose that he has been explicit about. For 50 Cent, this documentary is reportedly more than personal. It is described as a deliberate effort to challenge what he sees as a carefully constructed illusion. Known for his sharp instincts and fearless storytelling through G-Unit film and television, 50 Cent has reportedly earned a reputation for tackling gritty, controversial narratives that mainstream entertainment avoids. This project is described as no different. According to reporting, proceeds from the documentary are reportedly set to go directly towards supporting survivors of difficult circumstances. That's not a promotional detail, that's a structural choice about what this project is allegedly prioritizing. And Netflix, known for its hard-hitting documentary journalism, has reportedly described the series as a complex story spanning decades. Decades, not months, not one incident, decades. It takes reported real courage for insiders to speak out, many of whom were reportedly once part of a circle where silence was not just expected, it was reportedly enforced, and where loyalty reportedly came at a heavy cost. But according to reporting, as more testimonies emerge, that code is breaking. The documentary is set to reportedly feature raw, first-hand accounts from former staff, security personnel, and others, supported by expert analysis. People who allegedly saw things, people who allegedly were told to look the other way, people who allegedly tried to speak before and were reportedly not heard. The stakes are reportedly higher than ever, because this isn't just about one man behind bars awaiting trial. According to the attorney who reportedly represents 120 alleged victims, the other names, the household names with the dirty secrets, are still out there, still working, still protected allegedly by the same industry machinery that reportedly kept all of this quiet for decades. The stakes are higher than ever. Netflix, known for its hard-hitting documentaries, has reportedly described this project as a complex story spanning decades. And for 50 Cent, this is reportedly not about chasing attention or manufacturing sensational moments. According to his own public statements, it is about revealing the full truth, giving voice to those who were allegedly silenced, and making sure the alleged victims are heard. Shawn Carter has pleaded not guilty to all charges. His trial is reportedly set to begin in May. Nothing is proven. Everything is alleged until a court says otherwise. But the volume of voices, the reported evidence, the surveillance footage, the bail denials, the wave of civil suits, the documentary coming from one of the most powerful and fearless storytellers in the industry, all of it is converging at the same moment. And that moment is now.